founded the World Alliance of Indigenous People, I wanted to create a company that would empower and inspire Indigenous people around the world. My name is Sadanya Flowingwater. And the World Alliance of Indigenous Peoples is a grassroots company of fine arts specialists. We serve as a conduit by which individuals can utilize their skills, their resources, and their talents to support themselves and their communities. Follow us on social media. Visit our Facebook page to learn more about our artists and upcoming events. So that's the World Alliance of Indigenous People on Facebook. Thank you.
And I am honored to bring this song to you and to have Sadanya do the spoken word part. And together we are, it's called The Lord Is Coming.
By her.
By her, yes. The artist, she co-wrote it with two other people. Her name is Gabriella Wilson, but most people know her as Her. And HER stands for Having Everything Revealed. And so this song was actually written in 2016, but I heard about it a year ago, and it is very powerful. And I thank her so much for exposing that song to us, because it's amazing.
Every day I pray for mankind. We're all slaves to a generation socialized, citizens in mind. We are habitual thinkers, substance abusers, and habitual drinkers. But free your mind, because the plug watching from the top floor, hoping you too would fall for the illusions of a temporary high. But we think we need to get by. But are we really trying when kids are dying and depression is trending? Are these the signs of an Armageddon? We're all in denial, and it's all cool until you're suicidal. We never learn from our so-called idols. We just repeating the cycle, so. I never read the news anymore. It's hard not to feel hopeless when no one noticed the explosion came from a man whose legal gun was loaded. It's all watered down and sugar coated. He voted, but did we really get to choose? We don't need proof that they separate us from the truth. Mothers and fathers are being separated from their youth. And they're selling the American dream and what it appears to be, but they don't teach us that wealth is unattainable with their currency. History is not my brother's story. The original founders were buried in the ground where men had planted seeds of disease, and they've justified being thieves, feeding their inner demons and blaming the minorities. It's a World War III, corruption versus greed, not you versus me. But do we ever think of the need for inner peace? They can't put a price on your soul. Don't matter your religion. Right and wrong is something everybody knows. They pick and choose what's equal, who's good and who's evil. And this is the devil's world, but the Lord is coming for his people.
We're like Daniel in the den, surrounded by these hungry lions, looking in the jaws of death. We reach for saving hands. No help will come from man. The Lord is coming. Well, the Red Sea's closing in. There's no safety in almighty horses. Can you feel the driving wind? Behold the crashing waves. The Savior's on his way. The Lord is coming. Coming, coming, hurry, promised land. Glory, glory, we reach for saving hands. No help will come from man, the Lord is coming. All you people of the land, bound beneath the weight of all your sorrows, turn around while you still can. There's no guarantee there'll be tomorrow. The doors are open. Surrender to the light. The Lord is coming. Coming, coming, hurry, hurry, bring us to the promised land. Oh, glory, glory, we reach for saving hands. No help will come from man. The Lord is coming. The Lord is coming. The Lord is coming. Glory, glory, glory. The Lord is coming. The Lord is coming. Thank you. Now, this next two songs that I'm going to perform are by an artist who I have followed ever since 1975, the late, great Natalie Cole. And I'm dedicating this set to her memory, and also to the first song I'm going to dedicate to all the lovers, all the couples who have kept it together all these years. And the name of this song is Inseparable. Inseparable. That's how we'll always be. Inseparable. Just you and me. It's so wonderful to know you'll always be around me. Incredible what you are to me. Incredible. You bring out the woman in me with your style of love. Inseparable. Yes, we are. We're like a flower to a tree, like words to a melody of love. There's no way we could break up, no words that could make us know our feelings. Inseparable. That's how it is. Inseparable. For the rest of our years, it's so wonderful to know you'll always be around. Now this last song, we're gonna get you guys to get up and shake a little bit. And I want you to clap your hands because this is one of her #1 hits, and it is called This Will Be. So I want to see some hand clapping and some foot moving and some hip shaking. Yeah. Come on now. Everybody, let's clap. You know this song. This will be. This will be the one I waited for. This will be the first time anyone has loved me. Oh, I'm so glad you found me in time. I'm so glad that you rectified my mind. This will be an everlasting love for me. Whoa, loving you is some kind of wonderful, cause you showed me just how much you care. You given me the thrills of a lifetime. You made me believe you got more thrills to spare. Oh, this will be an everlasting love. Oh yes, it will now. You brought a lot of sunshine into my life. You filled me with happiness that I never knew. You gave me more joy than I ever dreamed of. And no one, nobody can take the place of you. This will be you and me. Yes, sorry. Eternally. Hugging and squeezing and kissing and teasing together forever, forever, whatever. Well, yeah. You and me. So long as I'm living to love, I'll be giving to you. I'll be serving because you're so deserving. Hey, you're so deserving. You're so deserving. Whoa, love, 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 love. From now on, from now on, yeah, from now on, from now on, yeah, from now on, from now on, yeah, from now on. What you say? From now on, from now on, yes, from now on.
Awesome, Vickie. Yay, that was wonderful. From now on, right? From now on. Thank you so much. Natalie Cole was just such a gift to everybody, right? You know,
Really,
yeah. So, yeah, thank you for covering her music because that was, real music, wasn't it?
oh, I'm telling you, she was one of a kind.
One of a kind, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but thank you so much, Vickie. It's been a pleasure, and always you always have been so helpful, and our audiences just appreciate your talent so much. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I miss you guys in Long Island, New York, but I'll be back soon.
Good. We miss you too, honey. And thank you so much for YAP. And I am so proud of you for giving this a huger platform and
Yeah.
spreading the word about the Indigenous people all over the world. God bless you and continue on.
My pleasure. Thank you. And you too.
You're welcome.
Well, everybody, that was Miss Vickie Lee Iregbulem, and I hope you enjoyed her songs for today. She's a dynamic soul. Right now, we are actually bringing Doc Powell to the screen, and Doc is actually a very, very talented brother. Um, he is the creative artistic director of the Malcolm X drummers. So I just want to, while he's coming in, I just want to share a little bit about Doc Powell and his ensemble. So the Malcolm X drummers and dancers are a synergic group of cultural arts masters from the DC area. Their proud tradition of expressing, African culture through drumming, dancing, and singing has its origins in Malcolm X Park. Malcolm X Park, located in Adams Morgan, Columbia Heights area of the District of Columbia, officially named Meridian Hill Park, is a magical place where for over 50 years, drummers of all persuasions conjugate with dancers and other artists on Sundays, weather permitting, of course, to create a fantastic display of African music in conjunction with the origins of the world. And so, Doc Powell, it is so great to see you here today. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, doing all right. Glad to be here to participating in this wonderful international cultural festival.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, how did you guys get started?
Oh, we got started just like you said, Sister Sadania, Flowing Water. The cultural experience in Malcolm X Park was
Mhm.
so phenomenal and has been going on for so many years, over 60 years actually,
Wow.
around 70 years. And um, the drumming has always been a very wonderful, creative, and resourceful and excellent level of drumming due to the wonderful cultural artists and master drummers that would be out in Malcolm X Park, Baba and Goma, um, Kweku Kamara, um, uh, these wonderful master drummers, um, Barnett Williams, Abu Kunta, um, Jimoku Yate.
Wow.
These wonderful master drummers that would be out in Malcolm X Park on Sundays, and sometimes even in other days besides Sundays, 50, 60 years ago, and they would be willing to teach and share their drumming expertise with anybody who would be willing to listen and learn. And so from that grew a group of guys like myself who would join in the drumming with these master drummers, and we would be sounding so good. I remember one day somebody said, "Wow, we sound so great. We should start doing shows." And
Wow.
yeah, it was such fun out there in Malcolm X Park. I was really the only one that kind of took that comment seriously to organize a troupe of African drummers and dancers, because there would be dancers out there too, wonderful professional master African dancers. And so I organized a group, and that was about 35 years ago, and we continued. We do these wonderful cultural festivals and churches. We were in Hampton, Virginia last year for the 400 year celebration of Africans in America. We've been at the uh, John, we do the John Coltrane tribute, but John F. Kennedy cultural um, event and place here in Washington. We've been there about three or four times. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and we do a lot of children's workshops and a lot of weddings and funerals and,
Mm-hmm.
and celebrations of life. And we just continued from that wonderful origin right in Malcolm X Park.
Well, I'm
That's
going to tell you something. I mean, I think it's like absolutely fantastic. And you guys blew me away. So when I was, I guess, strangely enough, how we all came together was because of our dear sister Keela's passing away, transitioning.
that's right, Akila
And
Karima. Yes,
yes,
Akila
Akila,
Karima.
yes. And so when she had begun transferring everything over to me, of course, I was not trying to accept the fact that she was dying from cancer. So I was like, yeah, whatever, you'll be here to host this event yourself. And so I didn't really read the emails, right? And so, but because, and so when I found myself in that position of actually having to take over, I was so glad she sent those emails, because through those emails, your name came up. And
Uh-huh.
so when I reached out to you and you were just, on board to help out and to, participate, it was such a blessing to my soul. But then the extra blessing came because I'm from New York, and, I'm in, go to, from Long Island to the city, but I had never seen anything like a drummer circle or the Malcolm X drummers. So, and, looking up your information and face stalking you a little bit, right?
Uh-huh.
um, I came across videos of you guys performing at Malcolm X Park. And the beautiful part about it was the amount of people out there with their drums of
Uh-huh.
all ages, all
Right.
colors,
That's right.
people that were just out there dancing, whether they had rhythm or they didn't, they were finding a beat to dance on. And
Uh-huh.
so you guys are what the Native American community would say, good medicine. Good
Mm-hmm.
medicine, because
Uh,
you bring people together in a way that I just haven't seen too often.
uh,
And so, it's been a pleasure getting to know you and getting acquainted with your talent and with your expertise. And I am just absolutely grateful. Um, I know that we are at the close of our festival here
uh-huh.
with your performance, but before we, play your performance, I would like to again just turn the screen over to you and allow you to light the candle and say a few words regarding our sister Akila Karima.
Yes, indeed. Dr. Akila Karima, my dear friend and my wonderful colleague. Uh, I There's an African tradition of saying the name of your ancestors, the name of your people who have passed on, and that invokes the spirit of that person in our presence. And Dr. Akila Karima, Dr. Akila Karima, Dr. Akila Karima, I light this cultural candle in your honor and invoke your spirit in joining us today for this wonderful International Cultural Festival. We were there through all your journey from the time that you received your cultural name of Dr. Akila Karima from the wonderful Nana Kwabena, who gave you that cultural name in a beautiful ceremony when we, the Malcolm X drummers, were there celebrating with you, drumming and dancing at your naming ceremony. And you and I, we've always been close in spirit and in our work. And we celebrate you. We celebrate you today, your honor, your work, your cultural contributions, and the love of of that you've expressed to for our people. Dr. Akila Karima, Dr. Akila Karima, Dr. Akila Karima, you are in our presence. Your spirit is here with us, and may you always be a part of whatever we do. The Malcolm X drummers and dancers. We celebrate you. I'm sorry, Sister Sajanya, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. Yes, no, I was just amen and agreeing with you. We are definitely celebrating, yes, Dr. Akila Karima today. And thank you for that wonderful lighting of the candle and reflection on our dear sister, the founder of this festival, and the person who placed this festival in the care and watch of the World Alliance of Indigenous People. It is an honor to take over the festival and to work with all of the beautiful souls that I am now connected with, and that is the Malcolm X, one of the souls, or your group of souls, the Malcolm X dancers and drummers and dancers. So thank you so much. We're going to actually go to your performance now.
Okay.
And we're going to ask Brother Abeku if he can get that ready for us. And what I will do is I will release you for the evening,
All right.
brother, and I hope to speak with you soon.
All right. Blessings to you.
Blessings, blessings. So everyone, that is the close of our festival with the Malcolm X drummers and dancers.
Puedes tú sentir la brisa soplando en el aire, suaviza tu mente, sí.